Here's a tame one, innit? Looks like you need milking. Just doing a bit of a dump there, are you? Look at that. Look at them pellets. Look at that milk sack though. Calm, aren't you? You're not arsed. Look at their eyes. They look evil, sheep eyes. And goat eyes do. This is good for Jasper actually, because it's a little bit curious to sheep, but if we can have a look. See, that's breaking him to crossing the field there, so that's good to see. And that little feedback. He read that he might have caused distress and give up, didn't you? Because you're a good boy. So this is the route that I take up, and the fields over there. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it from the camera up there, but it's that big white cotton ball cotton pick and goodness over there. So yeah, just on my way up, I've just noticed pineapple weed. It's a really good one to show any age group, because when you crush that yellow thing, this is a bit unripe, if you want to call it that yellow flower top. It smells and tastes like pineapple, so you just use it as you would pineapple. But this year I'm focusing on seeds. Oh, I just missed one flying off. You see this? You might be able to catch one. Maybe that one will go. This one. And then the air fills. Oh, there, that one's going to come off. Come on. Come on. Come on, wishy Thistle. Come on, wishy. Anyway, but the air, and you'll be able to see that that field that looks a bit like cotton. It's a big swathe of a harvestable crop that doesn't get harvested or used by anyone else. And this field that I crossed to get to the woods, it's a pasture, and you know, there's a big swathe there. And look at all this. We'll get closer in a minute when I open the gate and stuff. But you can use this for paper making, for stuffing pillows, obviously. It's really good for tinder boxes and pouches if you want to. Children like fire, don't they? So that's a really good one to start them off with. So look at all that. Let's get in there. So here we are. So I can show you a close-up of this now. I'll put the camera all the way in there. So all this full field. There's another sheep up there. All this full field I'm going to harvest today, and in harvesting this full pasture is going to start filling up with wishing things, and I do actually already have some from last year, so that I didn't get chance to harvest, well, to plant even, because you should plant them at the same time that this is happening in nature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest these on the way back. Look at it. Oh, I don't know whether the camera will do it justice. They're all flying towards me. Oh, can we get some? Oh, this is, oh, I don't think the camera will do it justice, but I'm in the wind path of all of these wishes flying past me. So I'm glad we could capture that on camera. So I'm going to collect some big sacks of these today. I brought my gloves and my little bill hook foraging knife, and with the ones in my bag I'm just gonna do my duties, checking on the woods, seeing anything peculiar hasn't happened, because there's been a lot of peculiar stuff going on. You always notice something new in nature, you can never stop learning, and this is something, I don't know whether it'll pick it up, but I'll try my best to capture it. I just kicked the thing, you see all the dust there, so it's pollinating, so that's why you can see all the bugs on the heath. And when we come down to the Himalayan balsam that I've left in the earth of this year, I will tidy it up when the seeds get a bit too big, before they get a chance to pop, and then I'll make them into Himalayan balsam Bombay mix. You can have a look at that. I'll put the process on the Wildcraft Facebook. But the buzz, you can hear the buzz of the bees in Earth Hub at the moment. Right, I need to get a microphone. But you can hear the bees, but I'll just give you a little look-see before I go. Got visitors, lovebirds, it looks like. Is that what's going on in the boat? Right, see you in a bit. Alright, let's leave them to the space. And ta-da! So, what though? I just thought I'd insert this bit here because this is what happens, and it's perfect that it's happened like this. I just went to a different area and got distracted. I forget to record these moments, and what's gone on? Oh, what's in this area then? Well, nothing's in this area now, but just about 20 minutes ago, this area were full of rubbish that someone's just purposely dumped out. So I'll show you that bit now. Right, so I've managed to catch it again. So this is obviously intentionally been put here because you can tell this, like someone's brought this up in a bag and it's been opened out, and it's closest to the Edgecote farm. But you can tell that this amount of rubbish hasn't been from this fire, what it's made to look up, because there'd be trace of you know, the activity here, but it's all undisturbed grass. This is what I mean by a sign of trail. So yeah, so you can obviously see that they've come in from here. The Edgecote is there. That's where our friend the building contractor is doing his bits. I don't know whether he's still there or not, but you can see where they've come in, and then a trail, you know, because grass has been, there's like a little, you see where the grass cutout is there? So they're coming through here, and you can tell they come this way because the rocks have been knocked off this way, so the motion is this way. Little bit of a tracking exercise here, Jasper, innit? And then this is the bit where the rubbish have been dumped. You know, it's not an overnight thing, because to be overnight there would have been more, even though you can tell it's rained, there'd be more sign of the fire burning longer, especially with pot noodles there. So, you know, if you're bringing a pot noodle, then you're planning to stay a long time. So a little bit of detective work there, that is incongruent activity compared to the rubbish. And you know, it's evident from this that there was some drinking going on, so there'd be signs of you know, relaxedness, but there is no like even just me walking about it, you press down grass and there would have been a lot of movement, people restocking the fuel on the fire. You know, there's no sign of that. This has just been set up for a photo shoot, a negative photo shoot. So anyway, I'm just recording this just before I clean it up, and just to make record of if this gets used in some sort of later part in the court proceedings, that, you know, I've identified it and I'm the one who cleans it up as usual. So this is a perfect demonstration of the sort of pattern to my routine in the woods, that it always gets distracted, so time is taken away from the actual activity. So back to you. Look at that, that's a proper wild harvest. Now anyone looking at this, they just think it's just a bloody field of weeds. Even the sheep don't eat them. But thistles with the spikes, they have an outer defence, a physical defence like that. So they don't need to produce chemicals as a defence, like, for example, make animals' tummies feel dicky. And so what's that wild harvest off this? Well, it's gone to seed, so it's not the best time for the eating part of this, but yet you still can if you're in a pickle, because they don't have any like harmful build-up of chemicals, because it's got the spikes, and then you just strip the spikes off, which you can easily make like a sort of V notch of a blade, and then just strip it like that with gloves on. It's easy to process, like peeling a carrot. And then these seeds I'm going to collect to this full field. So look at that. People plant crops like wheat and all the rest of it in monocultures like this. This isn't a monoculture, but it's close to, because it's a sheep pasture, and this is the area that hasn't been nibbled on. But you can use the seeds obviously to make another one of these fields. You only need a small part, there's thousands of seeds in there, but also you can use it as press it and make paper out of it, or stuffing for bedding and tinder. It's really good for tinder, for your tinder box. Chuck a spark in it, and then I've never seen milk thistle about, but that's a one that's common in herb books, and I think it's just called milk thistle because it's got the white band on the leaf, but maybe it does bleed like a saw thistle does, and dandelion like the white, and opium poppy. It might bleed like a latex. I'm not even sure that it's native, but yeah. So I'm gonna collect a load of these, well, the seeds, and then I'll start off another slave of the thistle in the woods.